Hey guys, welcome back. I have been sitting on this for almost 3 weeks. I have been dying to show it to you, and before then I was dying to get it and play with it, and I absolutely love it. But that don't mean you can jump to the end knowing that I love this already. That's not perfect. So let's check it out. Neewer contacted me and said, hey, would you like to try our Q120? I'm like, I certainly would. I've been looking at that. And they said, we have the trigger, but you'll have to wait a week or two, and that's what caused the delay. And I said, no, I definitely want the trigger. I want the whole package, because they said your Godox triggers will fire it. But I said, no, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it all the way Neewer. So here we go. It comes in this nice Neewer bag. And by the way, I was at the PPA show in Nashville, and I did talk to the guys there, and they said it is pronounced Neewer. They were laughing about it. I said, everybody gets it confused. They said it's not Neewer. Our phonics don't work here in America like it does in China, I guess. They said it's absolutely pronounced Neewer, like a newer car, a newer camera. It's pronounced Neewer. That's the guys at the booth told me that, and then I ran into some more of the guys at the hotel that work for them too, and they also told me Neewer. So I'm pretty convinced that it's pronounced Neewer, so I'm going to go with what they told me. So what comes with this Neewer is a 120 watt light, and light as a feather. It's about like, well, just happen to have a Pepsi can. There's a Pepsi can right there, about the same weight, same size. And this one turns on the same way. You have a button on the back, and then you dial this around. It's like, there you go. And if you can see the settings on the back, got the modeling light right in my eyes. Turn that modeling light off. Lightweight, I love it. Now, I've been trying to get this video out for the last week. We've had everything in. It's either been storming, pouring down rain, 110 degrees. It's been like the apocalypse around here lately, but we got the last 2 days, we put some stuff together I want you guys to see. I just, I love this. It's 120 watts, and you're thinking, wow, that's kind of small to be a strobe, but the Neewer Z3 and the Godox V100s, the flashes that go top your camera mostly, they're 100, which is a record. They're both tied for the two strongest flashes. This one is only 120. So it's not a whole lot more, especially if you compare it to the Godox, which brings in 200 watt seconds. This is 120. But you're also looking at a whole lot more money for this. This one I think I paid $359 for, because it's got a lot of stuff in it. This one I think sells for $129. So that is a huge difference. And when you think about it, how often, if you're using your Godox 8200, are you shooting at 100% power? Not very often. Not very often at all. I mean, it's got to be really bright to be at 100%. And I noticed the sweet spot on this was about a quarter or an eighth. I was about 10, 12 feet away. We were in the shade. Now, we were in some different areas, but I have no problem shooting at that size. I mean, it goes all the way to 1256 on manual. Has TTL. It has everything you need. It even has one of these that don't do a whole lot, but it looks cute when it's out there, so put that on it. And then you've got the trigger. This is what kind of held us up, was waiting on this trigger. I wanted to get the trigger so I could see what it all looked like at the same time. So here is our Neewer trigger. It come on. And that sits on top of your camera. I was using my Canon 6D, my old Canon 6D, because this doesn't work with Lumix, so I had to go back with my Canon. But it just goes on top of the camera, just like your Godox one. Sits on there. It's so easy to control. I love the drag and drop. It's so much easier. I'm trying to decide which one of these I like better. If I like the Neewer trigger better or the Godox trigger better. I've spent a lot more time with the Godox, so still comparing those two. There are some things I like about this one better, but there are some things I like about the Godox one better too. And also, if you're trying to save money, the X3 and the X5 will control this. That's what they told me. But I wanted, like I said, I wanted the whole complete package. So we shot some pictures of my wife on and off, and through a few different sessions between rain and everything else we could get going. She was a trooper through all that. She would go get ready. We would go somewhere and the clouds would just open up. It was incredible, the luck that we had on that. But I'm going to run you some pictures that we shot of her. And we came back here and we shot on our back deck. Got some pictures on that. and we shot back there, and we shot in the front yard across the street where some pretty bushes were, so let's run those. And then I thought, what kind of a review would this be if we didn't shoot any up against the background? So we shot upstairs against one of our backgrounds. I didn't use the black one because I didn't have any lights behind this to turn on, so I used the gray one. And what I did while I was up there, I would just hand hold this and hand hold this. And you can turn on your modeling light, and that way, and if you're looking through here and you can't really see your modeling light, you just twist this till you see the light on their face. That's what I did. And it worked out really well because she kept telling me, "You're not on my face, not on my face," and it would be dark on one side. And so once I got that right, we were good to go. And if I had a shadow, I just lifted it up and down. So you can see I just lifted it above everything and then down to bring the shadow down behind her. I had no problems with not having enough power. It's got the cool screen, as you can see on the back. It was very accurate. The battery is right here. I think you can get 420 flashes out of this full power, and that'll get you through a reception probably, or a small photo shoot, whatever you're looking to do. But it is right now, it's $219 for this, and the trigger I think is $99. But here's the deal. Prime Days is coming up next Tuesday, I believe. So check on Prime Days. This might go on sale. I don't know for sure that it will, but I just have a gut feeling that this will be on Prime Day deals marked down a little bit. And it is absolutely worth it. These are heavy. You guys know I love Godox, but these are heavy little beasts to carry around. They get the job done and they work great. Not hagging on them. There's nothing to say bad about these, but if you're comparing weight, you can carry about 5 of these for what's in here. And for you guys that don't know, I'll show you what's in here. I just always guess that everybody knows what I'm talking about, so I'm going to show you what's in here. This is all the stuff for the case, but the big part that's in here, this is the Godox 8200. You turn it on, and there's the power on the back of that. And then you can see the front. And you've got different heads you can put on the front, round ones, so on and so forth. So, but this is 200 watt seconds, and it's heavy. You can tell that battery is heavy, much heavier than this. But they both have nice, clean looking screens. I'll show them to you at the same time. They both don't miss any fires. They both fire away. And this one, I think I paid $359 for this kit, so that's $359. This one was $199, and then if you need the trigger, I think it's an extra $99. But like I said, wait on Prime Day. I think we're going to see some sales. They didn't tell me there was going to be any sales, but I just have a feeling there'll be some sales on it. It is a masterful little piece because, these get heavy. If you're traveling a lot and you're carrying Godox, and sometimes when I'm going to the beach, I'm carrying 2 of these because it is super bright on the beach. So you need all the light you can get. I don't know what this would be on the beach. I was supposed to head to the beach at the end of this month, but plans got changed. I hated that because I was supposed to meet some friends down there, but we'll try to get in a different time. But yeah, 120 watt seconds, I think at sunset would be fine. But overall, it's a great, recycles fast, no qualms, works great with the trigger. Take the trigger off so you can see it. Slide it up and it comes off. And it's got all the menus and stuff just like the other one. So there you go. So you can control it on manual, TTL, however you want to do it. Did we show you guys all of the pictures? We showed you the inside. We showed you everything. So we've got all the pictures you have seen. So I'm impressed with it. If I was giving it a grade, I'd give it an A. I'd have to try it on the beach first to see if I could get it an A+. Sunset is not as strong. It might work close up at sunset. Not sure until I know that. We're going to stick with an A. If it'll go at sunset up fairly close, I'll give it an A+. I like it that much. It's priced really good for a new person, or if you need a backup flash, especially being able to use the Godox trigger. It's just absolutely out of this world. And if you need a #1 flash, buy it. It'll do enough to be your #1 flash. And if you've been shooting a long time, and you need a backup flash, definitely jump on the Q120. I just love this little flash. And when I first saw it, I knew I was going to love it. And then when they contacted me and said, would you like to try it? I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to try it out. So it's on the way. So anyway, it's been a lot of fun to play with. It is the Neewer Q120 once again. There'll be links at the bottom. And the trigger, I forget the trigger. The trigger is called the QZC. This the C's for Canon. They don't make one for Olympus yet, or Panasonic, which is what I use. So I'm hoping they'll make one for Panasonic. I really want one. So anyway, guys, I don't use my 6D enough. But anyway, I appreciate it. I hope we helped you out in this video. If you have a question about this flash or any of the other flashes, or question about anything in photography, leave a note down at the bottom and we will get with you. And I've got one more exciting thing to tell you. As excited as I was about this video, I've got a video coming next week. It's a completely different type of product, but I am so excited to show it to you because if you combine these two, the new thing that you haven't seen yet with this, you are doing good, because when you combine these two, you can get beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pictures. Anyway, I'll be showing you the new, I can't show it to you right here, but I'll be showing it to you next week. I'm not sure which day, probably could be Tuesday, could be Thursday, but it will be out and you'll see what I'm talking about. When you combine these two, you're really got your photography game going high. Anyway, I appreciate it. Leave a message at the bottom, and thanks again for your time. You guys have a great day, and don't forget to leave a message down at the bottom.